Good morning. It's Sunday, the 24th of June. I forgot to wish y'all a happy summer solstice a couple days ago. I know I'm a little behind, but that's what happens when you work 10-hour days during the week, and your short shift on Saturday is 7.5 hours. Yeah, so you're talking like when I start full time next week, it's going to be almost 60 hours a week of work. I'm going to be tired. These are going to come on Sunday for sure. I'm sorry, but 60 hours a week is a lot to do, and I try to do your hobby on top of that as much as possible. So I will make lists of stuff that I'd like to talk about, and at least on Sundays, we will get a coffee with the Tigg. Today is coffee and a cig with the Tigg, because I have a cig. So big news for the NR2K fanboys, as the Splash and Go released the Pitney mod yesterday. Oh God, there we go. Let me get off my leg so you can see most of my messed up hair this morning. I've downloaded. I haven't tried it yet. There's already a hot lap challenge over at Stanod for it. I have not done it yet. Last night it dropped. We put that up. Basically, when I was getting ready to get off the internet and try to rest a little bit. Rest. Okay, that's going to be a fun word these days. Until I get used to my new job. But that's come out. So go on over to Splash and Go. I think it's .com. I'm not sure. I could double check, but just type in Splash and Go. Splash apostrophe and apostrophe Go. It should come up in Google if you're not familiar with the site. These are the same guys that did the NASCAR 2018 mod. So if you got that, then you know where to go. That's those guys. They also released the 98 mod. So they make some high quality mods. Probably templates probably have 100 layers on them, so get ready for that. So it's going to be a high poly count mod. Gary, I don't know his last name, I don't know his handle, but he's a friend of High Banks. He's released Willow Springs beta for both R Factor and GTR2. It's called Big Willow. I highly suggest you go get these tracks. They're beautiful. They're not like the ones that are out with all the unnecessary trackside objects to make it look like a modern, a NASCAR track with all the walls and all that stuff. It's open. They're beautiful. You got to go try them. They're more accurate to the real thing than the ones that are out right now. Kind of like the one for, well, I know it's in Race 07 and GTL. More open. So I don't know if those are his versions or not, but those two, all four of them are pretty similar. So if those ones in GTL and Race 07 are not his, then somebody did a decent job, and then Gary's has gone beyond that. Willow Springs is in California, of course. Next we need, and also John Norton is also fixing the NR2K version of it also. He's also fixing the Riverside GP version for NR2K also. And I jokingly, in the shop box over at Stanod, he posted that he's fixing, about the lowering the elevation. I jokingly said, well, while you're at it, you want to fix Laguna Seca while you're at it. Just get all three of those primary California tracks and make them right. And I'm joking, but if you want to, John, that would be probably greatly appreciated by the whole community to actually have Laguna Seca proper too, because I've not raced on the Laguna Seca version in NR2K in probably 15 years. If I remember correctly, it is really bad. It's not even close to what it is supposed to be, with the elevation changes and all that stuff. But there's that, and you go over to race department. There's a lot of stuff that came out, or updated for Assetto Corsa over the past couple of days. I've been really been able to check a lot of it out, but there's a lot of stuff coming down. They're also trying to fill some of the space left over by No Grip leaving. They've doubled their GTL and GTR2 section from, basically a few to both of them have over 20 downloads now. So if you're a Rally Thunder fan, they've added over 900 downloads to that for that sim. So they're doing their best they can as fast as they can. We gotta get permissions from the makers to have host the stuff. So again, kudos to them for trying to fill the shoes, or at least take over what No Grip has dropped the ball on, which they're gone. I clicked on their link today. I took them off my bookmark bar a couple weeks ago, but I clicked on there. I kept another bookmark in another folder, and I clicked on it this morning, and they're not there. So they're not coming back. If they do, they're going to lose more than what they're going to gain if they came back in a week. So I really think they're gone. So, and I bet you everybody else does too. I mean, there's a lot of people I see familiar names from No Grip over there at Race Department now, and they're doing the best they can. I mean, it's not going to happen overnight. No Grip had thousands and thousands of files up there, so it's going to take a while. So just bear with it, bear with them. People are, why isn't this there? Why isn't that there? Well, you've got to get the permission. Sometimes some of these makers don't answer their email or aren't around anymore. And if they're not around anymore, I'm almost guaranteeing that the way Race Department works, they're not going to have it on their server, because somebody somewhere will pitch a fit about it. I don't blame them. Why get in a shouting match over something like downloads or something? So that's that there. I made it even brighter in here. If you notice the sun's out, it's 9:45 in the morning instead of 3:30 in the morning like I had tried to be recording. It's just I don't think clearly at 3:30 in the morning. And if I have my body adjust to the ruling hours that I work, I may do a couple more of these during the week, but guaranteed they will drop on Sundays. We will have coffee with the Tigg on Sundays for sure. My viewership isn't that great. I mean, I'm figuring out that most of my views are me going back and liking somebody's comment on it, because the last couple only have 7 or 8 views on it. So my subscribership has not gone up at all. It sits at 33, and it's been sitting there for a couple of weeks now. So you guys that like listening to me babble on, you'll get to listen to me at least once a week. That's all. Yeah, yesterday's view is 10, or the last one, the 55, the one I did on the 22nd, is 10 whole views. There's 15 whole views, 12, 8, 20 on the last one I did during the daytime. And that's probably me going back and liking people's comments on there. So, and I'm going to figure out how to, once everything settles down around the house and we get things taken all around, I'm going to wind up getting a cam for the computer, and then figuring out how to do those videos that the guys like to do that seem to get a lot of views, where they show the person driving and the car. I'm going to figure out how to do that, and that's just something else down the road. No, don't expect that tomorrow. Don't expect that next week. Don't expect it next month. I'll figure out how to do it. So that's something in the future to plan on. Do the hot lapping challenges that way over at Stanad. Maybe we'll get, instead of people telling me that it's a waste of time, and people actually joining in the fun, because it is fun. I think it is. High bank thinks it's
Make sure
good.
you watch his eyebrows.
Make sure you watch my eyebrows. I don't think I raised them up that much, hon. Who knows?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, well, I don't do it thinking about it, so there you go. Yeah, so maybe they'll be longer than 10 minutes too. When I get rocking and rolling and doing this thing right for the Sunday ones. Right now we're at a little over 10 minutes, and I haven't kept notes all week, so I'll have to start doing that and figuring out what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it. Just we'll get there, and give a shout out to my boys, High Bank, Mick, Bill. Well, Bill is High Bank. John Norton. You guys carry the ball for me till I get this all figured out. Is in the long run, it's going to pay off. It's just right now, with again going back to the hours. The job itself is not hard. It's the 9.5 to 10.5 hours a day, and the 5 o'clock start time, 5 a.m. start time. That is really getting to me. Going to bed at 8 o'clock at night is, when it's still light out, is something to get used to. Well, that'll change in a couple of months when it starts getting darker that time of the day, so it won't feel so bad. So I'm not guaranteeing you that we won't be doing one of these a week by then. We'll figure it out, and we'll go from there. I mean, that's the best I can do. So watch the eyebrows, watch the watch the anyways. Then I'll think about cracking some jokes.
Watch when you play with his hair.
Watch when I play for my hair. She just watches everything I do over here, and she's got a comment. So, I'm awake today as opposed to, I don't think I even watched the last one of these I make, but I'm looking at the picture here and I look dead exhausted, so there you go. So definitely look forward to definitely on Sundays. I keep saying that, but I'll keep notes again, keep you apprised what's going on in the world and stuff like that. I think I'm out of things to talk about this morning. So smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast.